GamerSpawn.
Package secure. Standing by for extract.
The game is following 4 ghosts, which are US special forces. They are the most elite US special forces you can find. And at the beginning of the game, they are investigating around the weapon smuggling ring all across the world. Basically, they figured that some people are selling weapons to in Bolivia or in Africa or even in Middle East, and they are destabilizing those regions, those areas. And so the US Army is sending the ghosts to go behind enemy lines and uncover what's happening. So the demo that we are making here today is set in Zambia, and that's where the ghosts get their first lead. They figure that there is a plane that's going all over across Africa selling weapons. They want to retrieve the flight plan of that plane to know where it came from. As the Ghost Recon, as you are the most elite US Special Forces, you get a lot of gadgets. And we didn't come from idea like, would it be cool if we do that or that? Actually, we had a lot of military consultants with which we discuss a lot and try to figure what benefit can I have as a special forces with the new high-tech stuff that came out. And we had 3 axes, of course, the camouflage, because as a soldier, since the early time, you don't want to be seen because you don't want to get shot. That's where it came from. It's based on actual technology, which are metal materials that deflect lights. It's just stretch a little bit in the future. Then it's all the intel system, the intel loop, all the gadgets that allows you to discover information on your enemy. So that's where the drone came from. You can fly it like an UAV, you can land and crawl and be more sneaky. You have the sensor grenades, you have various vision mode like the X-ray views that allow you to see through walls, to see what kind of guns has your enemy and so on. And then there is the whole augmented reality stuff and communication, because as a soldier, especially as a 4-man squad, you want to have a perfect communication between your team. And so for that, we use the augmented reality. Basically, everything that you see, every point that you tag is shared across your team to enhance the communication. So as you're playing 4 ghosts, there is the full campaign. You can play it up to 1 to 4 players. There is no specific content to solo or no specific content to co-op. Every maps, every level can be played up to 1 to 4 players, and you can out-join or out-leave based on where your friends logging or not. But it's all online. So we are supporting Kinect for a feature that we call the Gunsmith. Basically, the Gunsmith is that tool that allows you to custom in a lot of detail your weapon, and thanks to Kinect, you can have a better experience with that. We wanted to have Kinect for that feature because really the core of that feature, the fantasy of that feature, is we want the player to really feel that he's customizing himself his weapon. And the fact that you can do that with your own hand in Kinect with motion recognition and voice recognition is pretty an awesome experience. And what is even better with Kinect is we use the voice recognition. If you are not really a gun freak and know all about gas system and trigger group and how to customize that, but you just want a gun for shooting at long range, you just stay optimized for long range, and automatically between all the unlocks that you have, it will create the best gun to shoot at long range. Or same, if you want a specific optic but you don't know between a red dot sight or a tac scope or that kind of stuff, what's the best optic for, I don't know, close combat, you just say, you go to the optics, you say optimize for close combat, and it will select the best optic for you and so on. So that's pretty cool. So Kinect is only reserved for the Gunsmith feature, because we didn't want to put Kinect just to do Kinect stuff. We really wanted to see what Kinect can give to the game, what can Kinect give to the fantasy. And really it was for the Gunsmith. Not, I don't want to play the whole campaign like this in front of my camera, my TV and so on. It feels like kind of weird in my living room, you know. But for some feature, I think that's when it really improves the fantasy. So what we wanted, Ghost Recon used to be a really hardcore, deeply simulationist shooter, and we wanted to extend that fantasy to more people, and not only people that are really interested on the specific US soldier fantasy and so on. So in order to do that, we were forced to make the game more accessible. But that does not necessarily mean that the game is less depth or is less difficult. Currently, as a lead game designer, I was playing with the game director. We died during the demo. We can't always make the full demo in stealth mode and do the recon and so on. So really there is challenge for player. What we did is we'll simplify a little bit the auto system, but not necessarily for our accessibility, but more for the fantasy. Because we really wanted the player to feel that he's part of a special forces squad. And the fantasy of telling to that super badass guy that's supposed to be 15 years old of experience in the army, telling go to that cover. No, this one. No, it was not. It was kind of breaking the fantasy. And moreover, we figured that players that were doing that to focus on target. You are asking to your teammate, go there because I want you to shoot this guy, or I want you to take the fire from this guy and so on. So it was all about target. That's why we simplify our order system. just about marking targets. You give priority targets to your teammates, and that helps you to synchronize or kill HVP targets in fights. Really, I feel that Ghost Recon Future Soldier is a really different experience in terms of shooter, because you have the visceral gameplay, but you have we reward the more cunning team player that wants to have a little bit of planning and tactic in his action, and that's pretty cool in terms of pace.